on this computer. Okay, now each one of you will be taking a project. This is all whatever you learned in this classroom. If you understood most part of it is, then you are at a good place to get started with a project. If some of these parts, if you're not able to follow, obviously there will be this video that will be shared immediately after the class, and you can watch it multiple times, because in between some of you might get dropped because of internet or some other issues. Definitely you can watch this video multiple times. Then we have discussed multiple examples. You will be able to catch that. After that, you have to start applying it. Okay. So here is the projects classroom link that I'm sharing in the chat window. So here is the project classroom link. If you click on that link, you will be landing in projects. Okay. You'll be landing in this projects folder. There are multiple projects that are given. Okay. Multiple projects are given here. If you go to classwork, you can see a lot of projects. What I would suggest is, if you go to the all projects link, there is a link called all projects link. If you click on it, it'll open in a new tab. This is the all projects list of all projects. Project title, the data is given, a little bit of description is given. First you need to understand what is this project about. Some of the old student details are also given. You can get in touch with them if you want to know about that project, but mostly try to get an understanding by the description, or some of them are Kaggle links. So if you go to that Kaggle, there also you will get a detailed information. Apart from downloading of data, simply you will get complete information here on Kaggle. Dataset, there are some code files as well, but ignore them. Maybe just use them as reference, but you yourself have to write the code and all that. In Kaggle, you'll also find some solutions if you arrange them based on most words. Good solution also written, but the idea is not to copy paste that. It is not useful for anybody, isn't it? Here we want to practice it. So these are all the projects. I am allocating the projects to you. Here, if you go to the next one, if you go to the, where is it? Yeah, if you go to the next tab, which is students project allocation, if you click on that file, I'm also pasting this file in the chat window. Student project allocation, I have already allocated the project ID to you. Okay, for example, if you take Manohar Pal 4A, you have to go to 4A project. Where is it? 4A. You will be doing insurance marketing, US healthcare insurance project. Here is the detail explanation. Here is the, you know, your project details, etc. Everything is given. You can get a lot of information from Kaggle as well. 190 project files are already given. Just get some idea from there. Try to understand everything from here. Okay. So these are all the projects that you will be doing. This is the allocation that I have done. If some of you have your own preference, you can always change that. But once you start, do not leave it. In the beginning itself, what you have to do is go to all projects. And if you have your own preference, pick that, no worries. But once you pick that, since it is difficult going to some other project, I don't suggest that. Everything is given in that. By mistake, if your name is not given here, you can always pick the project. You have to take the project from me only. Okay, you're free to choose the project, but if you have absolutely no idea, then try to pick the project that I have given you. Okay, make sense? Pick the project. And how do you submit a project? Okay, let us see, how do we submit a project? Let us suppose somebody's project is 1A bank marketing. You have to go here. If you click on it, already there will be a file on your name. Can you see your file on your name, all of you? Have you joined this classroom, all of you? if your name is not there in this project, it's perfectly fine. You can pick any of the project. Okay. By default, whomsoever name is not there, maybe you can pick up 1D project. Okay. If your name is not there in this list, make a note, all of you, pick up 1D project. Okay. Not able to access the link. Which link are you not able to access, Satyajit? Is it the classroom link? Is it the projects link? Both. मैं upload के बारे में बाद में आऊंगा. Some people are not able to log in. I'm just checking that. Let's help them first. Projects के बारे में बाद में बताऊंगा. Right now, some people are not able to see this. पहले वो resolve कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? All the questions will be answered. Ample time है. शाम को 4 बजे तक बैठेंगे, ठीक है? कोई बात नहीं. Let's go to Satyajit. Satyajit, आपका problem क्या है? You're not able to access the classroom link. क्यों? What is the error that you are getting? Uma, Satyajit, and all of you. Error क्या आ रहा है आपका when you are clicking on it? When you are clicking on the classroom link, can you tell me the error? Why are you not able to access? Let us find it out. It's not opening on the tab. ऐसा है क्या? Click on this link. Let me stop my screen share. Would you like to share your screen? Is it okay? Do you want me to resolve it? Is it okay if you share the screen? I'll try to find it out. Yep. Please go ahead, share the screen. We'll see and we'll try to resolve it. जो लिंक दिया है व्हाट्सएप वेब में क्यों देख रहे हैं यार? जूम में दिया था ना लिंक को आपने. मैंने जूम में अभी जूम चैट में मिल जाएगा आपको हमारा लिंक. जूम में चैट देख रहे हो ना? चैट चैट ऑप्शन है ना जूम में. यहाँ पे नहीं, जूम पे चैट चैट विंडो है ना. चैट विंडो जूम पे. इन जूम
मैसेज आइकॉन होगा.
वो वाला लिंक है ना, वो लिंक पे ऊपर क्लिक करो. Now, have you clicked on that link?
Sir, he is clicking on the link, but he is not able to go, like, follow the link over there.
स्क्रीन शेड है क्या आपका? स्क्रीन फ्रीज हो गया. आई जस्ट वांट टू सी, मतलब वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. हाँ, एक काम करो, आप वो वाला लिंक जो जूम पे दिया है ना, उसको कॉपी करके इधर पेस्ट करो फिर. सत्या, वो लिंक जो जूम पे दिया था, जूम चैट पे, वो वाला इसको. आपका चैट विंडो है ना, जो नीचे मिलेगा आपको, चैट करके एक ऑप्शन है, उसमें मिलेगा. जूम में, जूम कंट्रोल्स में.
सर आई हैव आल्सो शेयर्ड इन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप.
ठीक है, व्हाट्सएप में भी मिल जाएगा आपको, ले लो फिर. यूजुअली इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा उसमें. जस्ट अनदर क्लासरूम, लाइक द वे यू हैव जॉइंड दिस क्लासरूम, इट विल बी यू नो दिस क्लासरूम. ठीक है, बस क्लिक करने से हो जाएगा. हैव यू गॉट इट नाउ? सत्या, आई थिंक you got it resolved, right? You're still trying, मतलब जल्दी हो जाएगा. like if you're just getting the link, it will be easy. Yeah, you can also try it. Okay, it will be just simply clicking on the link, entering the email ID and password. That's it. ठीक है. Let me share my screen now. Yep. Okay. Now, I'll tell you how to submit a project, how to do a project. Let's say you are working on 1A banking project. Okay. You will have already a file on your name. Can you see that file? All of you, please give me a confirmation. Can you see that file? Go to, let's say, banking projects, 1A project. Not only 1A, everywhere there will be a file given on your name. 1B bank marketing project. Everywhere, one file name will be given on your name. Now, what you need to do is you have to go here, click on this. Okay, click on this, and then this file will be opened. Already some instructions are there in this file. This file will be open. Click on that. Have you seen that, all of you? Your name followed by the project ID will be here. Your name followed by project ID. Let's wait for confirmation from everyone. This is important. Your name followed by your project ID. In fact, you can do any project. The reason why I told you you're free to choose any project is you can attempt any project. Let's say you can do even healthcare project if you would like to. You click on that, your name followed by that project ID. Yeah. Soumya, you're facing issues. Do you want to share the screen? We'll quickly resolve it if it is a problem. Do you want me to have a look at it? Soumya? Soumya, are you talking about your name is not there in the student name list here? This doesn't matter. मैं इसको delete भी कर दूंगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा इधर. ठीक है? If you click on the link that is given in the chat window, वो आप classroom join हो जाओगे ना? Your name will appear here if you click on the link that is pasted. Once again, let me share that link. Have you clicked on the link that is given, this classroom to join MLDL project? इसके अंदर है क्या आप? Can you see this MLDL project? Are you alone, Soumya, or is there anyone that can help you? Nearby कोई है क्या आपको help करने के लिए? Are you logging in from a remote location or can you take somebody's help? What I'm saying is you have to click on the link that is given to you. I'm not able to get what is the issue. If you share the screen, I can resolve it. Yeah. Simply you have to click on that link. So link दिया है ना, वो link पे click कर दो. The link that is given in the chat window by Ranjit right now. This one, this doesn't matter if you click on that link, whether your name appears in there or not, you will be part of the classroom. Okay, let me continue now. Okay, later on, if there are any issues, I will take them separately. Okay, so you can choose any project. You just need to click on that, and then this blank collab notebook will be there. You're supposed to write the code here, and it will be automatically saved. If you are writing the code, it will be automatically saved. And when you are writing the code, you have to follow a particular template. The template that is given is here. All of you make a note of it right now. Take some notes. The template is in all projects problem statement. Click on that. In the second tab, collab files. Kindly make a note of it. Otherwise, a lot of people ask this again in the WhatsApp team. Once again, make a note of it. Collab file. This is the sample template. Task 1 problem statement. Task 2 data exploration validation. Task 3 data cleaning. ये तीनों task करना है हमको before we meet next time. Before we meet next weekend, we have to complete problem statement. वो तो easy रहेगा, right? What is the problem statement? What is the target, etc., etc. Okay. Task 2 data exploration validation cleaning. Task 2 is data exploration validation. Task 3 is cleaning. Data exploration में have you remembered all the steps? Data exploration में कैसे करेंगे? Basic details, dividing them into continuous and categorical, then exploring the continuous, then exploring the categorical, all those steps. Then data cleaning, finding out all the issues, cleaning the variable one by one, one by one, one by one. For data importing, you have to put your files on GitHub, create a GitHub account, put your data, create a repository on GitHub. Do you know working on GitHub? Obviously, a lot of us don't know. Try to understand that simple process of creating a login ID on GitHub. Will you be able to do that? Creating a login ID. Also learn. Yes, you do not know, but can you learn that? Can you learn that and do it? Is it difficult or do you need somebody's help? No, you don't need anybody's help. You have to learn how to create a login ID on GitHub, how to create a repository on GitHub, then your file, download it, upload it onto GitHub. Let me show you an example, maybe just for the sake of quick benefit. Usually it's a good idea to learn all these things on your own rather than looking at here, because this experience will help you in the business later on. Okay. Quickly creating a login ID. I think I already have a login ID on this name. Creating a repository, uploading a file here. Okay. So I'll go to my sign in page. Sign in, you can do that like creating a login ID is as easy as just simply you say sign in, use your email address. Gmail address is fine. So these are the repositories that I have. Okay. Project datasets is one of the repository. In that 1D project dataset, I have uploaded my datasets. Okay. You can create a new repository like this. You have to give a repository name. You can give your name underscore project datasets. Description and all that you can ignore it. Simply create repository. Once you create repository, it'll look like this. In that, what you need to do is you have to drag and drop the dataset. Okay. Let us suppose you have the datasets folder. Right now, I have a dataset called, let's say this is my dataset, which is PIMA Indians diabetes dataset. Okay. Or I have a dataset called breast cancer dataset. Let's say this is a dataset, or I want to get all these datasets onto GitHub. There is a, let's say this one is easy, call center data. Simply I want to access this data. You just need to drag and drop in the repository. Drag and drop. हो गया? Drag and drop, commit the changes. अभी project datasets में I'll be able to find this dataset, commit the changes. Choose your files. Where are the files? PIMA Indians
Sir,
data.
actually it did not drag and drop.
Drag and drop नहीं हुआ था क्या? अच्छा. Let me. हाँ, now it is. I think last time I missed the drag and drop. Now commit changes. Projects datasets में मैंने drag and drop किया. Call center data I have dragged and dropped. Call center survey.csv. Click on that dataset. Click on that dataset. You have to open the raw version. ये वाला link लिया तो you will not be able to download. Raw version मतलब it will look like this. Okay. अब इस फाइल को you can use pd.read_csv. अगर आप dataset को read करना चाहते हैं, let's say sample_data equal to pd.read_csv, and then I'll put my in quotes the dataset name. Before this, I have to import the package, right? Import pandas as PD. Import pandas. Go on mute. ठीक है? Private conversation सुनाई दे रहा है. Import pandas as PD. Sample data. आप sample data को print भी कर सकते हो. ठीक है? That is how you can import the data. Is that clear, everyone? GitHub से data import कर लो ऐसा ही and follow the same procedure, everyone. वो है data importing. Project solution template में data importing. I have given other ways also, putting it in a Google Drive and importing it from a zip file, but those are optional. GitHub से काम हो जाएगा most of the times. ठीक है? Everybody. And then one by one आपको data exploration में जाके you have to discrete continuous variables को पहले explore करके then categorical discrete categorical को we'll do it first step, then we will get into continuous variables exploration. So categorical variable 1 or discrete variable 1, उसका exploration, frequency table, उसका graph if possible, then findings. What are findings? What do you mean by findings? Findings क्या होता है? When you did that exploration, whether you have identified any issues or not, whether everything is fine or not, some of the notes that you will be writing. Categorical variable 2, uska findings, categorical variable 3, findings, etc., etc. All the variables, one by one, one by one. Is it going to take a lot of time या फिर 10 मिनट में हो जाएगा? What do you think? It will be, it is going to take time, and that time is important for us, isn't it? We want to become a data scientist. We are not here to simply learn. We want to become an expert. So take all the time that is required. Then you will really feel like a data scientist if you solve this problem. Continuous variables का variable 1, variable 2, variable 3 इसका भी findings डाल दो. Then findings के बाद variable 1 cleaning, variable 2 cleaning, like the variables that have issues, वो cleaning तक complete कर दो. Maybe later on model building वो सारा stages आएगा. That is our task 1, 2, 3. Are you clear on task 1, 2, 3? Problem statement, data exploration, data cleaning. Problem statement आपको आएगा Kaggle से. Let's say if you're doing this project, इधर पूरा explanation होगा ना. Don't copy it from here. ये copy करने से कोई फायदा है क्या? Will I get any benefit if you're copying it from here? No benefit. I want you to do some little bit of research here and there. Healthcare insurance marketplace. ये क्या है? What is this? Here and there थोड़ा research करके डाल दो. Okay, googling is important. Okay. You can take information from here, but don't copy anything from anywhere. Simply understand it, put it in your own words, then I appreciate it. You first understand it, then you put it in your own words, then fine. You can also take the inspiration from here. But copying is not, suggested. Okay. You can take the inspiration from here. अभी copying से मैं क्या ही, like next time when I'm looking at your project, if you're copying from somewhere, I'll get very, very discouraged because I'm not looking for a solution of that project from you. I'm looking for a problem solving ability. उसका practice चाहिए आपको, ठीक है? So try not to copy anything from anywhere. Try to put it in your own words. So let's go a little bit deep about these projects. I'll come to the questions. Okay. Let me explain completely. Then let's get into few more details about the project. Okay. In this project, case studies, yeah. There will be actually 10 steps in this project. Okay. You will be going through all those 10 steps during our course. So right now you will be doing 3 steps of that project. Okay. One by one, we will do all those 10 steps. Okay. There are few rules that we need to follow because we want to create a work environment here. We don't want to do it like a coaching center environment, isn't it? I want to replicate as much as work environment as possible. Imagine I'm your client. I'm giving you this problem statement. ऐसा imagine करते हैं so that in the interviews also you will be comfortable later on. Okay, we have to come out of this practice environment. We have to get into that developer environment where you are working on a model. There are some questions that you cannot ask the client. आप या can you ask this question to client? 15% missing values है. What should I do? Can you ask that question? या फिर ये आपसे expected है कि you have to know that? Tell me. आप ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं क्या इन द रियल वर्ल्ड व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग ऑन अ मशीन लर्निंग प्रॉब्लम? सोच लीजिए. कैन वी आस्क कि 15% मिसिंग है, 35% मिसिंग है, व्हाट शुड आई डू नाउ? डेटा इज टू लार्ज, इट इज नॉट लोडिंग, व्हाट शुड आई डू नाउ? CSV फाइल कुछ करप्शन है, व्हाट शुड आई डू नाउ? देयर आर few questions that we cannot ask, isn't it? इधर तो I am there, I'll anyway answer that. Even if you ask me, I'll answer that, but problem solving is expected out of you, right? So you have to be careful. So we'll follow those rules strictly. Okay, you can you ask your peer, आपका टीम में जो है उसको डाउट पूछ सकता है क्या? Is it okay? Sometimes it's okay, isn't it? If you have doubt, like if your teammates, you can ask. Okay, but client को पूछ नहीं सकता है. That means can you ask other students about the questions? Let's say आपको कुछ question है, can you ask the other students? Is it okay to consult the other students? That is okay. But open-ended questions directly is a directly asking, try to avoid them. Definitely I'll be there to help you, but I'm not looking for a solution. In सबका questions का answers मेरे पास है already. Lot of students have solved them, but try to answer all your questions on your own. And Google Classroom assignment का एक forum होगा. Try to post all the questions there only. बहुत सारे लोग WhatsApp पे post कर रहे हैं. Don't post the questions on WhatsApp. WhatsApp group में भी post मत करो. Personal WhatsApp में भी post मत करो. Where can you post the question? Let me show you that. For example, आप कर रहे हो, let us suppose you are doing this 1C project या फिर 1D project. Okay. 1C project में आपका एक question है, view assignment है ना. Can you see the forum for this? Look at this. Here is the place you can ask the questions. Sometimes some of the questions that you got, other students got them. Already some questions are answered. In that case, you have to look at that question, whether it is answered or not. Only new questions को आपको load करना पड़ेगा. And this is a bad habit ना. पूरा का पूरा लेके आके पूरा का पूरा output को paste करने से it will be difficult for somebody to read. You have to understand this output, phrase your question and put it. Okay, try to understand the output, phrase your question. Phrasing भी एक important skill है ना? Like how do you put your problem into words? You cannot simply paste it as it is. These are all challenges, and I want you to go through these tough challenges and come out as a data scientist eventually, isn't it? I may look very tough, but the thing is, to become a data scientist, these practices we have to follow. Usually training or any practice is generally drill. Anything is difficult only, isn't it? So take positively every challenge. Okay, we want to maximize everything out of this training. So if the question is already there answered, then you have already, you don't need to paste it. But if it is a new question, phrase it, put it here, and it's the responsibility of all the other people who are working on that project to answer that person first. Generally I wait for 1 or 2 days. If nobody is able to answer, my answer to खुद दे दूंगा. Okay, I'll give the answer, but the thing is I want you to go through that phrase. Okay, so try not to concentrate on just solving this is very very important. If possible, make some notes here. Try not to concentrate on just solving this project. Everybody मतलब ये खाली ये project का अंदर देख रहा है. I want to change that. If you're thinking I want to solve this project, please try to look beyond. I'm not looking for a solution here. I'm looking for practice. I'm looking for focus on overall problem solving skill. Let me give you an example. Let's say there is an issue, एक variable है. That variable has some outlier issue, and you are not able to understand that. If your question is, sir, इस variable में around 25% outlier है and around 10% missing values है, what should I do? then you will solve only that, but you're focusing only on that project. Okay. What I want you to do is, this is the problem. I know this is a problem. I know you will face this issue. The output that I'm looking for is, I'm not looking for how to solve this variables issue. I'm looking for, when you have this problem, how do you Google that and resolve it? That problem solving skill है ना, ये problem है, इसको solve करना है आपको. अगर वो solving मुझे पूछ रहा है, then I'll give you the answer. But I want you to go through that whole cycle of how do you solve that problem on your own. How to solve a problem. At the end of this project, you should learn how to solve a problem, how to Google to get the answers. Do you think the real developers, the real data scientists, do they do Googling every day, or they have everything in their mind? What happens in the real world? What do you think from your point of view? Googling करते हैं क्या real people when they are working on data science projects? Googling is a key skill, ना? तो आपको वो भी प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल इज व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर. आपको बहुत सारा इश्यूज आएगा. ऑल दीज प्रोजेक्ट्स आर वेरी वेरी टफ. बहुत सारा इश्यूज आएगा आपको. दीज इश्यूज आर ऑलरेडी मैंडेटरी गिवन. इश्यूज तो आ ही जाएगा, बट हाउ डू यू सॉल्व देम? सम ऑफ योर सीनियर, सम ऑफ योर previous students, they have done it. Those who have came out with this skill set, problem solving skill set, जो जिसको लेके आया था बाहर, like they got really really good jobs. Okay. How to interact with peer teams, how to get the help, how to, basically I want you to own this project. आपको ownership लेना है. ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि I have given you the project, मुझे तो आंसर करना ही पड़ेगा. If you have a question, I am there to answer. नहीं नहीं, ये आपका ownership है. This project is your ownership. You are driving this project. You are manager of this project. Problems आएगा. Who will help you in the real world? Real world में कोई है क्या? Somebody like me will be there in the real world to help you with the issues, or you have to solve everything by yourself? Think about it. You'll get only suggestions, isn't it? Nobody will be there, no? Will there be any instructor in the real world? इसको real world project जितना ही seriously ले लीजिए, please. Okay? Then you will get the maximum benefit out of it. Okay? And are you clear on what are the questions that should be asked to your client? What are the questions that you cannot ask your client, you cannot ask your manager? जो भी ऐसा technical questions, are they expected from us? मतलब are they expected that we should know them, or is it okay to ask such technical questions to clients? They expect us to do some research here and there, है ना? We cannot ask such technical questions. Business related questions you can ask. If there is a variable उसका definition नहीं मिल रहा है, that you can ask. If the variable looks very weird, then you can ask. But technical questions, आपका class हो गया data cleaning का मतलब data cleaning आपका ownership है अभी. Okay. Again, I'm repeating this. I will try my best to solve every issue by myself. ये आपको अपने आप को बोलना पड़ेगा. Okay. I will try my best to solve every issue by myself. क्वेश्चन है कि कहना है कैन वी डू मोर देन. पहले एक प्रोजेक्ट कर लो, बाद में ज्यादा कर सकते हैं, दूसरा तीसरा, बट फर्स्ट फोकस ऑन डूइंग इट वन प्रोजेक्ट परफेक्टली. ओके. जनरली यू कैन डू 2-3 projects also, but minimum 2 projects I suggest. But first month, try to focus on one project. It will take 1 or 2 months. Then within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks, you will be able to do the project. But the first project, it may be time consuming because there will be a lot of issues that you will face. बहुत सारे challenges आएगा. Almost every variable there will be hiccups. There will be a lot of roadblocks. I'm not really looking for any code from you. मुझे code का जरूरत नहीं है. Like that is not the solution that I'm looking for. If you get a roadblock, how do you solve that problem? That problem solving skill. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? Like don't focus on just solving this issue that is in front of you. आपको overall data scientist का journey में आगे जाना है, ठीक है? Not really just solving it for me, because all those projects I have the solution. Okay. Overall problem solution. Yeah, that is the thing. And these projects are very very useful. And ये projects करने के बाद आपका confidence level बहुत ऊपर चला जाएगा. You will be very very confident in the interview, because after doing this project, you are definitely equal to 3 to 4 years experience guy coming out of the real experience. Let's say आज data cleaning you have learned it in the classroom, and you are doing it also in 1 or 2 projects. So a person who worked in Citibank for 3 years, whatever data cleaning he has done, you will be doing that in the next 1 or 2 months. Then you are equivalent to him at least in the data cleaning part. Okay. You can always discuss in the peer में discuss करने से you will gain more and more knowledge. Everybody will give their own opinion, but don't look for a shortcut solution from my side. मतलब if you pressurize me, just tell me the solution, I'll anyway give that solution, but I want you to learn maximum amount. ठीक है? That is the idea. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
have a.
Yeah, please go ahead.
There is only one retail project that I could see. Like most of them are from other backgrounds. So like, why is that? Like, can we
One
do?
project कर लो, बाद में मैं दे दूंगा. इस लिस्ट में नहीं है, but world में तो बहुत सारा है. ठीक है?
Okay.
One project कर लो अभी. Even if you want any other industry that is not even listed here, that also I can give. Okay. But generally, when I'm getting these projects, I want that project to cover all the complexities. I want to maximize the learning. That's why I handpicked them. Okay. These particular projects that you see here, most of them cover almost all the issues. Okay.
So small down.
Yeah.
The project you assigned, we just have to download it and then we have to go to that GitHub and create one.
Download the data,
There we have to.
put the data on
Yeah.
GitHub, then come back here. Okay. And then start solving it. Only use that in data importing. Okay. जो GitHub पे जो link create करते हो, let's say right now call center data को हमने GitHub पे upload किया. Then I came back here and then let us suppose hard disease data is what we have uploaded on GitHub. Now this is my data. Okay. This is my heart disease data. Okay. H data. Let me put it as. Then I'll be working with this H data. Okay. Like that. This is just an table for your reference. If you feel this project ID, you want to work on a different project, you're free to choose that. All of you, please acknowledge that point. Is it okay to choose a totally different project other than given by me? Please acknowledge that there is a confusion here. Is it okay to choose a different project totally? Yes, it is perfectly fine. Okay. It is perfectly fine. Choose your project. If you have absolutely no knowledge, कोई भी चारा नहीं है, then you come here, choose the project that I gave you. This is not a rule. This is a suggestion. ठीक है? If I have already assigned you a project, then you can do that. If you have absolutely no other idea, then you can take the project that is given here. Let us take few more questions. Do not waste lot of time in finding the best projects. सबका सब बहुत ही complex projects है. You can take any project, but try to get started as soon as possible. ये बहुत सारा time consuming है. Okay. You have to spend at least 3 hours a day every day on weekdays. Okay. Minimum 3 hours. Or if you are missing 3 days continuously on the third day, 9 or 10 hours. 3 hours minimum तो लगता है 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir,
Yes.
uh, you showed so many projects now, like
Only
different
one
different.
project per head. Okay. But these are all different options. Yes.
Sir, normally, yeah, as per in Indian this one industries, which field has a requirement of more data scientist? Like there will be a retail, banking, like that.
Generally, the fields that are mentioned here, banking, IT, healthcare, insurance, telecom, retail, these are the ones that have a lot of, actually, we also have gone through that analysis. We found that these are the industries where there is a lot of requirement.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions, anybody? There will be separate dedicated sessions on these assignment solution suggestions. It will be difficult to show a solution for everything, but in general, problems that you are faced, maybe we will take one or two example projects and try to show. There will be dedicated sessions for project solution discussions. And some of the students who have done good job in doing these projects, we will ask those students to even present their solution. That will also give you a chance to present your project. That will be a good stage and you will get more and more confidence. Let's say once you do a project, once you have completed it, let's say automatically everything will be automatically saved. Okay, whatever you're writing here, you don't need to save anything. Automatically everything will be saved. Then you leave that page and then you come to this view assignment. Then you say turn in. Once you're done with everything, automatically everything will be saved. Then you say turn in. Okay, so this attachment I will be getting in. So don't attach any new files, just simply write everything in that. Automatically it will be saved. Then you say turn in. Once you turn in, you cannot make any changes. If you want to make any changes, you have to say unsubmit and then make the changes. Once you turn in, then I'll get a mail saying so and so person has submitted this assignment. Then I'll try to look at that and I'll try to give you the feedback and all that. Okay. Don't be in a hurry to quickly send me the assignment. Try to learn as much as possible. Okay. Do all the changes. No need to do the saving manually. Automatically everything will be saved. Simply close that file, then turn in once you're done with that particular part of the assignment that we are discussing. So you have two tasks to do. You have to complete the quiz questions, quiz 4.1, quiz 4.2. Some of you have completed quiz 3.1, 3.2 as well. Some of you have not completed. So basic statistics quiz you have to complete. Data cleaning level 1, data cleaning level 2, you have to complete and then go to that. Can we use any other IDE like VS Code? You can use it, but I'll not be able to give my feedback. Try to use only Google Classroom. Okay. Try not to use any other IDE like VS Code or Jupyter Notebook. Do not work locally, work on the cloud environment. Okay. So that I can also look at, okay, these things, your code, and I can also give you the feedback. Okay. Ritik Soni, why 3.1? Why not 1.1? मतलब लाइफ में सब कुछ एक से ही स्टार्ट होना है, 3 से क्यों स्टार्ट किया? वाई? अब तो ये तो बताना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो छोड़ेगा नहीं आप, है ना? तो बताना ही पड़ेगा. Why 3.1? Why not 1. पहले पाइथन का like there used to be Python sessions, right? Python session 1 basics, Python session 2 data handling होता था, उसका 1.1, 2.1. अभी वो सेशन देव सर ले रहे हैं ना, like right now it is 3.1 से स्टार्ट हुआ. सेटिस्फाइड? लाइक एकदम इंटरेस्टिंग. ये पूछा नहीं तो मतलब नींद नहीं आएगा कि लाइक क्यों 3.1? मतलब थॉट प्रोवोकिंग क्वेश्चन. और कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस? 1 बज गया, भूख भी लग रहा है, तो ऐसा क्वेश्चंस कॉमन है. Shall I stop recording? Any questions?